Out of nowhere, Sony has announced a brand new PlayStation 5 controller. It's called the DualSense. DualSense because the focus of this new controller will be on a player's sense of touch. Now, historically speaking, the DualShock 4, that's the current PS4 controller, has been widely regarded as one of the best game controllers ever made, and Sony is making a drastic change in ergonomics with this new controller. So, check out a head-on shot of both controllers side by side. The grips on the DualSense perhaps look a bit longer compared to the DS4, maybe slightly wider, but for the most part the analog sticks, D-pad, and face buttons appear to go unchanged. The top and sides are also a bit more rounded than the more angular DS4 as well. Sony also said it kept weight and battery life in mind in the new two-tone design. Either way, this is pretty wild. It is definitely a substantial change from its predecessor. Listen to Sony Interactive Entertainment's president and CEO Jim Ryan's quote about just that. He said, "DualSense marks a radical departure from our previous controller offerings and captures just how strongly we feel about making a generational leap with PS5. The new controller, along with the many innovative features in PS5, will be transformative for games." All right, there you have it. So, functionally speaking, what exactly is different with the DualSense? A lot, but in Sony's PlayStation blog post, the major feature addition to the PS5's controller is sense of touch. So you're thinking, what does that mean? And we don't really know yet. They describe it as haptic feedback, letting players feel things like, quote, "the slow grittiness of driving a car through the mud." I feel like that's what they always use. There's also adaptive triggers on the DualSense, which Sony says will let you feel the tension of your actions, like when drawing a bow to shoot an arrow. Why is it always shooting an arrow? That's the only thing these guys can relate to. Okay, what else is there? A built-in mic so you can chat without a headset. That's pretty cool. A light bar that flanks the touchpad instead of just the top level of it. That's just, I guess, cosmetic. And then also a create button that's going to replace the share button. Sony says the new button will offer the same functionality as that original share button, but it sounds like you'll have more creative control, more customization over the types of clips that you share. But details on that specifically are scarce. So Sony is already making its early pitch for owning a PS5 over an Xbox or PC, leaning into those console exclusive features its proprietary controller will be able to offer that the other platforms will not. So in a world where Microsoft is blurring the line between the difference of owning an Xbox or a Windows PC, this is one of the things Sony needs to do to start separating itself. So what do you think of the new controller? I won't lie, it's growing on me. I think it looks pretty slick. Most of all, I just want to get my hands on the damn thing. I know it's